Hello, brave explorers, and welcome to another episode on Out of the Matrix. We're your one-stop destination for all things unexplained, controversial, and downright eerie. Today, we're embarking on a journey into the chilling realm of sleep paralysis. This strange phenomenon, where a person is unable to move or speak during the transition between wakefulness and sleep, has been the subject of countless stories and interpretations. Today, we delve into the eerie world of sleep paralysis, exploring various case studies and their paranormal interpretations. Sleep paralysis, a phenomenon that has haunted mankind for centuries, is more than just a simple nightmare. Imagine waking up, conscious of your surroundings, but being unable to move or speak. That's sleep paralysis for you. Scientifically, it's a temporary inability to move or speak that occurs when you're transitioning between stages of wakefulness and sleep. It's like your brain is awake, but your body is still sleeping. Common symptoms include a feeling of being held down or immobilized. Many people report seeing shadowy figures, often at the foot of their bed, and these encounters are usually accompanied by a feeling of extreme fear. Some even report feeling a crushing pressure on their chest, as if something or someone is holding them down. Although terrifying, sleep paralysis is generally harmless. But could there be more behind these episodes than just science? Could these shadowy figures be more than just figments of our imagination? Our first case study takes us to Newfoundland, Canada, where the phenomenon is known as the Old Hag. In this chilling tale, the subject, a local man, found himself trapped in a state of sleep paralysis. As he lay there, paralyzed but conscious, he vividly saw an elderly woman, an old hag, sitting on his chest, her gaze as cold as the Newfoundland winter. The man could feel her weight, hear her raspy breath, and even sense her malintent, but he was unable to move, unable to scream. The hag seemed to feed off his fear, her grip tightening, her grin widening. And then, as abruptly as she appeared, she vanished, leaving the man gasping for breath and drenched in sweat. This phenomenon, known locally as the Old Hag, has been reported by many Newfoundlanders over the years. In the local folklore, the Old Hag is a malevolent spirit who visits people in their sleep, causing paralysis and intense fear. Some believe that she is the spirit of a witch who was wronged and seeks revenge, while others view her as a portent of bad luck. Interestingly, similar entities have been reported in cultures around the world, suggesting a possible universal experience. Could this be a mere hallucination, a trick of the mind induced by sleep paralysis? Or could it be a peek into the supernatural, a glimpse of a world beyond our own? Could this be a mere hallucination, or a peek into the supernatural? Our next case brings us face to face with the universally feared entity, the Shadow Man. In the dead of night, sleep's sweet release turns into a chilling encounter. A person frozen in their bed, captive within their own body, eyes wide open to the darkness. In this darkness, they discern a figure, not just any figure, but a shadowy presence standing ominously in the corner of their room. This is not a dream. It's a terrifying experience of sleep paralysis featuring the Shadow Man. The Shadow Man, as he is known, is a common apparition seen by those who suffer from sleep paralysis. He is often described as a dark, humanoid figure with no discernible features, save for his menacing presence. But who or what is this Shadow Man? Is he a simple hallucination, a trick of the mind caught between wakefulness and sleep? Or could he be something more? Delving into the paranormal interpretation, we find that the Shadow Man is a recurring figure in folklore and mythologies across the globe. In some cultures, he is a malicious spirit, preying on the vulnerable. In others, he is a harbinger of doom, his appearance a chilling omen of misfortune. In the West, he's been called a shadow person, a sinister figure that lurks in the periphery of our vision. Meanwhile, Eastern folklore describes him as a dark watcher, a silent stalker in the night. No matter the culture, the narrative remains eerily similar, an ominous figure, made of shadow and fear, haunting the edges of our reality. But why does the Shadow Man appear during sleep paralysis? Some paranormal enthusiasts theorize that sleep paralysis may act as a gateway, a fragile boundary between our world and the paranormal realm. It is during this state of vulnerability that the Shadow Man and other such entities can cross over and make their presence known. Is the Shadow Man a figment of our imagination, A psychological manifestation of our deepest fears? Or is he a universal paranormal entity, a spectral figure woven into the fabric of our collective unconscious? Is the Shadow Man a figment of our imagination or a universal paranormal entity? Sleep paralysis remains a fascinating and terrifying experience, blurring the lines between reality and the paranormal. From our exploration of the phenomenon, we've found that it's a common thread in human experience, uniting us across cultures and centuries. It's a phenomenon that's been depicted in art, folklore, and even modern media. We've delved into two intriguing cases, the Old Hag and the Shadow Man. Both cases, while distinct, share chilling similarities: the sensation of an oppressive force, the inability to move, and the terrifying presence of an entity. It's easy to see why these experiences have been interpreted as paranormal encounters. But is that the only explanation? The scientific community offers a different perspective. They attribute sleep paralysis to a misfire in the brain's mechanisms during the transition between sleep stages. This misfire, they suggest, results in the paralysis and hallucinations characteristic of the phenomenon. But does this explanation fully capture the terror and reality of the experience? Or is there more to it? This is where the debate rages on. On one hand, we have the tangible, measurable realm of science, explaining sleep paralysis through neurological processes. On the other, we have the mysterious, intangible realm of the paranormal, offering an explanation that resonates with our deepest fears and fascinations. Perhaps the truth lies somewhere in between. Maybe sleep paralysis is a gateway, a thin veil between our reality and another. Or perhaps it's simply a hiccup in our brain's complex machinery. The debate continues, and so does our journey into the unknown. Remember, the truth is often stranger than fiction, so stay curious, stay vigilant, and most importantly, stay out of the matrix. Don't forget to subscribe for more journeys into the unknown. Until next time, keep exploring.